Well, I mean, can he? I don't know. The Mexicans have made it abundantly clear that they're not going to pay for it. I think generally there's a sense here that the President Trump is going to really try to focus on domestic issues, making America great again, quote unquote. He doesn't want to create international headaches. I mean, I think he's smart enough to realize that there's a whole bunch of bad things that can happen in the world on his watch that he's going to have to react to. And he's been very critical of the Obama administration, specifically on that issue, that it's always putting out fires. So, the notion that he is going to create potentially a diplomatic problem for himself by, asking Mexico for money and then Mexicans saying they're not going to pay. And I mean, it's hard to believe that he's going to do that, at least in the short term.
But how does he not
it.
build that border wall, having promised everyone all the way along the campaign trail that he will build it?
That's a very good question. I mean, he's promised a lot of things, and and he probably knows that he can't deliver on a lot of them. But I mean, we've already heard, like on trade, for example, that that's not going to be his priority. That renegotiating trade deals, there are other priorities. He wants to get a big spending package passed through Congress. It's going to be very difficult because there's fiscal hawks there. There are a number of things that he needs to do right off the bat, and adding international problems to his plate when there are already so many, obviously, with the Islamic State, et cetera, is kind of it's hard to think he's going to do that on purpose.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say the wall's not going to happen. So this is one of the first promises to go. It's just logistically it's not even possible to do because of all the requirements. EPA and all kinds of agencies have to sign off budgetary requirements. But we're looking at over $30 billion. So he's going to make some type of symbolic gesture on immigration to show that he's serious. But it's the big problem is not getting Mexico to pay for it because that's relatively easy to do, but getting it through Congress and through the federal administration is basically impossible.